Welcome back to another video. I'm so sorry for the messy background. We all know that you don't come here for the aesthetic background because that just doesn't happen in my room. It's such a mess. But welcome back to another video. Today's video is just gonna be like a full day of eating, as you can see from the title, and you would have already seen my breakfast. I had some scrambled eggs on a bagel, but realised after cooking the bagel I had no butter, so it was very dry because buttered bagel was just like elite, whereas a bagel without butter is just eh. But anyway, yes, I'm going to take you through everything that I eat in a day, on an average day. Like obviously every day is different, and this is more for meal inspiration, not for comparison, as we all eat different things and we all need different things. But I eat intuitively. I don't track or anything like that, and I still manage to kind of reach my goals. So yeah, thought I would just kind of show you how I eat intuitively. I have had the most stressful month really, last couple of weeks. Things are not going well for me. Since I last came onto YouTube, I have had my phone stolen, I've been locked out of my flat, and I'm just stone cold broke, to be honest. If we're gonna just keep it real in here, I have no money. This is what it's like being an adult. I don't want to be an adult anymore. I want to be a kid again. I don't like fending for myself, and I don't like not being able to afford anything because I'm very like independent. I want to be able to do everything myself. I think actually I sat down the other day, God, a bit deep, sorry, oh shut up, I'll make this quick. But one thing I've learned recently, so I realised the other day I've actually been self-employed for a year. I'll tell you now, there's some positives and some negatives to being self-employed. 100% there's some real positives. The flexibility that I have, my lifestyle is so flexible and I'm so grateful for that, but the actual stress that sometimes comes with it financially, I'm always like, that's always in the back of my mind. So yeah, that is one thing I'd say, but I will not blabber on about that. We'll save that for another video, maybe like a catch-up video, but I just want to show you some good recipes as I'm feeling really inspired in the kitchen at the moment. I'm not really sure what I'm going to have for lunch because I need to film a recipe for Instagram, and I'm feeling like, I don't know, but I've got lots of stuff in, so lots of options. I do have some like chicken goujons that are left over in the fridge, so I'm kind of like, do I make those into some kind of fun salad or a wrap for lunch? I'm not really sure, but we'll see. I'll make lunch in a bit. But I'm going to film another video in between this, so you'll see the other video first. So if you see me in the same spot, you know what's going on. Okay, it's me, hi, I'm back. I'm in the kitchen. It is lunchtime, which is so weird for me because normally I would have a morning snack, but I guess that coffee, scrambled eggs filled me up more than I thought. I ate quite a lot yesterday, so sometimes I feel like this is a thing with intuitive eating. I just eat when I'm hungry, and that means that sometimes if you ate a bit more the day before, like you just don't seem to be as hungry, and it all just kind of works itself out. But I don't stand by the fact that like if you had a really big weekend, that then all week you should be like, oh, I can't, like, oh, I had so much to eat yesterday, like I'm not gonna have lunch today, or like, oh, I don't need breakfast today. Like you still need it, you still need all 3 meals in the day, but you just might not be as hungry, which is fair enough. But like you should never be in the mindset like, oh, I ate so much yesterday, I'm not gonna eat as much today. No, eat what you need to eat. If you're hungry, you're hungry. So with that rant being said, we did a big food shop the other day, so my flatmate and I are trying to cook a bit more on a budget. Like we're really good, to be honest, anyway. We did a big food shop. We've done a £70 food shop, so 35 quid each, and we're going to try and make it last a month. So you know what, that would have been a really fun video idea, because we are really determined to kind of stretch our cash because things are getting expensive at the moment, and we realised that I just spend all my money on food. Like I do love food, and I've like cut back on going out for food as much and just like cooking in, but it's just stuff like we live really near like 2 kind of convenience stores, like a Tesco Express and a Co-op, whatever. And it's so easy to be like, oh, I really want this for dinner, and then you go over, get the ingredients, and it's like to spend 10 quid. Like, it's so easy to spend 10 quid in Tesco's nowadays. So it's just like trying to buy things in bulk and make meals cheaper. But I bought these the other day because I wanted like crispy chicken wrap, because that's just like a guilty pleasure of mine. So these are still left over and they probably need eating up. So I'm going to chuck these in the oven and see what I can make for them. I'm not sure what I'm going to make yet. Normally I'd have them in a wrap or some salad, but I haven't got any salad stuff and I've got no wraps. I've only got bagels because my flatmate is gluten-free. Well, she's gluten intolerant, so we don't really tend to have bread in because I don't get through bread quick enough myself to like buy a whole loaf when it's just me. So like I buy bagels because they keep a bit better, and I'll have them for breakfast. But in terms of like making sandwiches and wraps, I don't really have those to hand unless we're like going to make a meal with them. Because she's intolerant, like she will sometimes have it, but mainly we don't stock it. Stock it? Sound like a shop. So I'm going to put ththese in the oven and think about what I'm going to do with them, whether I make a salad, a sandwich, or I was thinking like, you know, like Asian sticky chicken, like could I just make like a honey and soy sauce to go on top and have it with rice? Is that a bit weird? Would that work? I'm not sure. Just having a little digestive biscuit whilst I decide what I'm going to have for lunch. I'm such a pre-lunch snacker. I love a digestive biscuit. Okay, a little money saving tip. One thing that Ali and I love to do is we have these little freezer bags and we buy like the family size packs of chicken breast because we're both gym girls. We get through a lot of chicken. And obviously it goes off quite quickly and you have to eat a big packet within a week, but it's so much cheaper to buy like the big packets with 10 breasts in. So we bought the big packets with like 10 breasts in, and it's like for £9 from Sainsbury's. I think you can get it even cheaper at Lidl, but we don't have a Lidl that near us. So yeah, that's what we do, and then we section it off into like portion sizes, put it in the freezer, and then in the evening before we want to have dinner, we then like in the morning I'll be like, oh, what should we have for dinner, and I'll get some chicken out or whatever we need, mince, sausages, whatever we're going to use, and let it defrost, and then it's ready for the evening. It just finds that we don't have as much food waste. Like honestly, if you're going to rent in London, make sure you have a big freezer, because in my last flat we didn't have a very big freezer, so you did have to just, every time you wanted something you were buying things in like fresh, and that's what gets expensive. Whereas if you bulk buy things and then freeze them, like for instance I'll always in my slow cooker make like a chili or a bolognese and make like 5 or 6 portions and then put it into the freezer. So like if we're busy and we haven't had time to think about dinner, like we can be like, oh, we'll get out one of those servings of bolognese and like defrost it and cook it with some pasta, or make it into lasagna or like whatever, or have chili with wraps or rice. And it just means that you have meals to hand, which is so helpful. Like having a freezer, take advantage of it. If you have one, make sure you are using it and utilizing it, because it will save you so much money. Just gone for something simple. I've just gone for chili jam, mayo and crispy chicken wrap for lunch, because this is just easy and I have the chicken. Abby kindly got me some wraps. So this is my lunch. I'm just going to sit down and eat it. Just grab myself a couple of biscuits and a green lemon tea whilst I edit tonight's video. So I won't chat to you whilst I'm doing that. So we're just making dinner, and tonight we're having a bit of med veg kind of style. So we've got sweet potato, red onion, normal potatoes, and I've just put some like mixed herbs, some peri-peri salt on top, with a bit of olive oil. And then we're cooking our chicken in a bag. We're obsessed with these little paprika and lime chicken in a bag, Nando bag and bake things. They're really good. We have loads of these, as you can see in our cupboard, because it just keeps the chicken so juicy. Look at that herb rag, how satisfying. And then I just put this on the potatoes with this, and then a bit of garlic pepper. There we go. Wow, the cupboard is so full, that just brings me so much joy. Stunning. We're just going to bake this in the oven for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes with the chicken, and then have with some broccoli. Stunning, simple meals done well. So how beautiful and juicy that chicken is. Our potatoes, oh, it's steamy. For my beautiful dinner. It's steamy, blimey. I'm really sorry that this video got cut short. Basically we made dinner and we've been watching this program called Severance on Apple TV. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend watching it. It is really weird though, like it's really kind of weird bit Black Mirror-ish vibes, like really freaky concept, but it's very gripping. Like the start's a bit slow, but once you get into it, you get pretty addicted. So we basically watched it in like 2 days. So yeah, that took up our time. I had some chocolate buttons whilst we were watching that. We watched like the last 2 episodes, but I'm now gonna head to bed. It is 10 o'clock. I just wanna make sure I can get up early tomorrow and get to the gym first thing, because I didn't manage to get there today. I just didn't really fancy going. I was gonna go to my local gym, and when I was gonna go, it said there was 155 people there, and I normally go when there's only 24 people there, so I wasn't too keen, because that is literally rammed. Like I went the other day when there was 100 people there and you could not like find a space on the floor. So I was just like, there's just no point. I'll just do 2 more workouts on the weekend kind of thing and just have a rest day, whatever. So yeah, I didn't go to the gym, so I'm sorry I didn't get to share that with you. I thought this video would be slightly longer because I was going to film my workout. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video nevertheless. I'm sorry I didn't really do many recipes. It's just that is what I ate today and what I fancied eating. So I was like, you know, there's no point in me doing really loads of fancy recipes just for a video, because I want to show you what I eat on a day-to-day, and that is pretty much what I eat on a day-to-day. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next video.